Hi everyone, hi, I'm teacher Faith, and I would like to share with you the next question from 2024. It is a volume question that is not so direct. So most of the time, the easier questions are solved by applying the formula, volume equals to length times breadth times height. I'm very sure you know this. However, the next question you're going to see is not so direct because there are some missing information. So join me in this journey. Let's take a look at this volume question that was set in PSLE 2024. We all know that the volume formula is length times breadth times height. However, for this particular question, the application of this formula is not directly used. However, we will need a little bit more information to understand how to solve this. So let's take a look at this question. Rafiq cut out a large rectangular block into two smaller rectangular blocks A and B. As you can see in the diagram below, A is a smaller block stacked on B. And the volume of A was 384 cubic centimeters. So I'm just going to make use of the read and write technique to write this information here. Okay. And that of B was 1056. Okay. And the height of B was 14 cm more than that of A. So as you can see that they did not give us the height of A or B directly, but they tell us that B was taller by 14 centimeters. So the first thing I want to do is to actually cut out an exact same block of A out from B, so that it will look like this. This is A and this is A. So both of this block will be 384. And this is also 384. And as for the bottom portion, all right, this is the one with the height of 14 cm. So let me just rewrite. This will be H. These two blocks of A now is H, and then the one at the bottom is that 14 cm taller. If I were to illustrate this on a model, because the children actually learn model drawing skills from as young as primary 1. So A would have a volume of 384 and B would have a volume of 1056. Okay, so 384 is in here, and the portion that is in yellow will be this portion, this bit. So to find this volume of this yellow block, all right, I'll take 1056 minus 384, and that will give us 672 cubic centimeters. This is only for that yellow block, okay? And the only information about this yellow block is the volume and the height. And I'm going to draw you this triangle that might look that can be very, very useful in deciding like what to do with the numbers we have. We know that the volume is 672, and we know that the height is 14, okay? So the only information that we do not have would be this length and breadth, okay? And this length and breadth, we are actually referring to, let me just remove a bit of it. This length and breadth, all right, will refer to this length and this breadth, okay? So let me just bring this back, which we actually call it length times breadth. We call it the base area. Okay, so to illustrate in the diagram, I'm just going to dot it and show you the 3D image of it. So this is called the base area, which is length times breadth. Okay, so I'm going to find the base area by taking volume divide by the height, and that will be 672 divided by the height of 14 cm, and I'll get 48 square centimeters, which is the base area. Okay, and I know that A, back to the diagram, I know that A is 384. So just let me give it a color. This portion is 384. All right, I've highlighted in pink, so I hope that helps you to differentiate the different zones I'm talking about. So this is 384, and I know that the base area is 48. So in order to find the height, referring to this triangle up here, it is volume divided by base area. So since the volume is 384 and the base area is 48, so we will divide it and we'll get the height of 8 centimeters. Okay, this is H, which is, back to the diagram, 8, and the one stacked above is also 8. The math question asks, find the height, okay? Find the height of the large rectangle block. And the height of the large rectangle block is right from the top to the bottom. Yes, we are almost at the end, about to solve the entire question already. 8 cm plus 8 cm plus 14 cm, which gives us the answer 30 centimeters. So please make sure you watch the video recording. Once again, attempt the question on a blank piece of paper. This is a very good question and try to master it. Good luck.